You know what I want to explain? I want to explain how music is actually like how it's put together. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, a song, how it's created. Now, if I had to compare it to anything, I would say a song's created similar to a baby. Yeah, I know, baby. A mom and a dad, a husband and wife, or a boy girl get together and they create this child, right? Well, similar to how a songwriter and producer get together and create a song. Now, in this song, it has the lyrics and it has the instrumental. Well, just like in the baby has the DNA of the mom and the DNA of the dad. So that baby now carries the DNA of two entities. Okay, similar to a song. When a song is being created, the instrumental comes together and the lyrics come together, and in that creation creates the song. So now it's being created, just like the baby was being created with the mom and dad. Now, when the mom and dad go to the hospital after 9 months and then they deliver the baby, and the baby is born and it's now into the world, and it's something of tangible. You could carry the baby. It's similar to how a song is created. The songwriter and the producer go into the studio and they create this song and sound recording, and they put it out and distribute it to the world on the distribution platforms. Now the song itself is able to be given to the world, similar to how the baby is now given to the world. But we must not forget, similar to the baby, the song have the DNA. The song has the DNA of the songwriter and the producer. So the sound recording, yes, it's creating money on its own because it's its own thing. But inside that song, there's two other things that something else that creates a profit, which is the musical composition, which is the DNA of the songwriter and the producer. Now that is able to create a revenue as well. Not as much as a sound recording is, but is still revenue for the artist and publisher and any other person involved in the music composition to be able to profit off of. That is a song. So now, how do the record labels and everything come into play? Okay, so say an artist and a producer get together and they create this song, right? They even go into the studio, and now they have the sound recording. They have the tangible sound recording. They did all this stuff. They went to the studio. They paid for all that. They have the master, and then inside that song, they have their work of the lyrics and the instrumental. Now, and they feel like they can't be able to market it, and they can't be able to get enough as attention or take care. Pretty much like like a parent, they feel like they can't take care of their baby, so they feel like someone else could do better with it, and it would be better off for all parties if the other person that they adopt the baby gets up for adoption. So that's what the producer and the songwriter do. They go, we created this great thing. We want the world to see it, but how can we get the world to see it? We have to give it to someone else for them to be able to do better. So they make an agreement with the record label, and that record label goes ahead and does all the marketing and causes all the attention and possibly create more opportunities, such as getting music sync for that master recording. So they make an agreement as far as that. The master's already done. They get adopted to the song, the label, and they create more opportunity to take better care of that and create a profit. I'm not going to get into the technicalities of all the details inside that agreement between that label and the artist, but that's why the artists sometimes give the music to a label when the master's already created and they put all the effort into making it, and they just hand it over because they know that they could get the marketing and attention and other opportunities for it. Now, sometimes a label wants to have a baby or wants to have a song, and they don't have the ability because they're not talented like that. So they go and connect with other artists and other producers, and they create their own, songwriting duo. A power duo with a songwriter and producer that they feel could create the song. So that would be similar to a surrogate. The record label wants to have a surrogate to create the song for them. So they pay for that to be produced and created. I'm not going to get into technicalities of how those contracts could be done. There's different varieties of it, but that's how the record label gets control of the master, because they put all that effort into the surrogate to create this song that they want for it to be put out. So that is why the record label has so much investment and ownership on those kind of tracks, because they're like the parent that's getting the surrogate. They want the surrogate to deliver, so they pay them to be comfortable, and they pay them to deliver and make sure that the hospital stay, the studio's up to par, and they make sure everything that they need to deliver this song or this baby is available to them. And then when the baby's song is created, it gets handed over to the person, the parents, and that would be the record label. And sometimes that's why this argument comes into play. The artist and the producer and songwriter are like, don't want to give it away after all. And there's some discrepancies, but that's beside the point. But those are how those relationships are created, because of those similarities between the baby and the parents, and the surrogate and adoption, and the songwriter, record label. Yeah, I know. It's a weird way of putting it, but hey, did you understand? Mm-hmm.